And this morning, 16 more states are starting to ease restrictions, meaning half of the country has taken steps to ease up on stay-at-home orders.
Whit Johnson is tracking the very latest for us and starts us off outside in Times Square. Good morning, Whit.
Michael, good morning to you. New York City will have to wait, but Governor Andrew Cuomo says some low-risk businesses upstate could start to reopen in 2 weeks. Across the country, other states are plowing ahead, despite many of them seeing an increase in cases.
This morning, America entering a new phase of the pandemic. More than a dozen states easing some restrictions today. Texas now opening dine-in restaurants, movie theaters, all retail stores and shopping malls at 25% capacity. In Georgia, Governor Brian Kemp ending his stay-at-home order despite pushback from President Trump.
However, moving forward, I'm urging Georgians to continue to stay home whenever possible.
Illinois lifting restrictions on garden centers, golf courses, state parks, and retail stores, now allowing pickup and delivery.
It feels like a huge relief coming. It's definitely been challenging to be closed all of these weeks, and we miss our customers.
But the state not expected to hit its peak for another 2 weeks. Our Alex Perez with paramedics in Chicago.
Okay, we haven't hit the peak, but they're starting to open things up. You're like, well, we're going to suffer longer. The patients are going to suffer longer.
As some states begin to get back to work, the pressure on other states to reopen is growing. On Thursday, hundreds of protesters, some armed, rallied against Michigan's stay-at-home orders, the protests spilling into the Capitol building. This morning, a new ABC News Ipsos poll showing while 77% of Americans would return to work the day after emergency orders were lifted, only 44% saying they'd eat at a restaurant, and just 29% saying they'd go to a gym or health club. As the national death toll climbs past 63,000, researchers at the University of Maryland say cell phone data shows that more Americans have already begun to move around despite government orders, and that over a 2-week period, the nationwide percentage of people staying home dropped from 33% to 29%.
Usually a reduction in social distancing behavior is linked to future increases in new cases and new outbreaks and potentially additional deaths across the nation.
This as behind the scenes, a race to find a vaccine. The president fast-tracking the search with a program reportedly aiming to make hundreds of millions of doses available by next January.
I hope we're going to have a vaccine, and we're going to fast-track it like you've never seen before. If we come up with a vaccine, I think they probably will.
The WHO reports that there are currently more than 100 vaccine candidates in development, but only 8 of them have been approved for clinical trials. Amy?
All right, Whit, thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.